Hi everyone, welcome back to the Reddit drama channel with another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and like the video if you enjoy it. Also, please click the notification bell so you won't miss when another cheating story goes live. These simple clicks mean a lot to our channel, and thank you for your support.
Girlfriend was being suspicious, so I asked her to show me her phone, and my girlfriend and I have been together for 2 years now. When we first started talking, which was 2 years ago, she had a guy that I know was always snapping her to hang out. She never replied to my knowledge, and I ended up having her deleting him and blocking him from her account. Everything seemed to be good and clear until now. Whenever I'd ask her if I could check her account, I never saw anything out of the ordinary. Let's fast forward 2 years. So about a month ago she deleted her Snapchat account because she was tired of wasting time on it, and she told me she wouldn't be using it anymore. Well, today we were at the gym, and when we were about to leave she seemed to get a little nervous when I walked near her, and I noticed that she immediately pressed the lock button on her phone when I came close. Suspicious, I asked if she could unlock her phone and show me what she was doing. She hesitated and said, "Nothing, I was just closing my apps." I insisted again that she show me. Once again, she refused. Usually she lets me check as I please, but this time was different. We walked to my car, and that's when I threatened her. I said that she'd better show me what she was doing or I was ready to dump her, her choice. She told me to let her check it first to make sure it wasn't anything embarrassing. I said no and to show me now. She opened her phone real fast and closed whatever it was she had opened. At this point I was really frustrated with her and reached over to take the phone from her. She then gave in and told me she'd show me. Came to find out it was her Snapchat. Freshly downloaded. When I made her show me her messages, I saw that she had a Snapchat from the guy I made her block 2 years earlier. I asked her why the heck she was even on Snapchat and what in her right mind made her want to hide something from me when I knew she was lying. She said she just wanted to check what her 2 ex-best friends were doing on their stories. That's when I got furious and asked her why the F was her last snap received was from that guy. I thought he was blocked. She said that she didn't know why he Snapchatted her and she didn't know what it was. Well, it's open, isn't it? You must have seen it? Do you think I'm dumb or am I stupid? Then she tried justifying herself by saying that it was from a while ago. How could it be from a while ago when he was blocked? She said she had just downloaded Snapchat and that since he was blocked when she deactivated her account, maybe it unblocked him. My question is, if you block someone on Snapchat, delete your account, and then reactivate it before the 30 days expire, will a person become unblocked, or is she lying? I ended up dumping her, and she spent the entire car ride home apologizing and saying that it wasn't her fault. I dropped her off at her house, picked up all my stuff, and made sure her parents could hear me yelling at her that she was talking to another guy and that I didn't want her ever talking to me again. Now I have 20 missed calls and a bunch of texts from her trying to make things right. I'm hoping someone here could justify what she said as true, or if she's lying and not worth my time and money. Here is the second story. So it's been almost a year now ever since my ex-GF broke up with me. But the reason why my heart still hurts is because during the summer I left for a trip for a month and didn't have that much signal everywhere, so I couldn't FaceTime a lot or message her. But when I got back, she had a new internet friend that she met through her internet friends, and well, I was fine with it, but then she kept talking to him and FaceTiming him only, which I didn't mind. But then I caught some messages because she was trying to be sneaky. I caught some messages of him calling her babe and sexy and sending hearts, and then well, we got into an argument. And I stupidly fall for her and believe her story of being just playing around. Later on I caught him doing it again, and she did too, and well, that day she took me into her room and sat me down and looked at me dead in the eye and cried, saying that she loved me and only me and that she would never do anything to hurt me. And she said, "I love you," and well, me stupid again fall for it, cause she looked at me at my eyes directly saying she loved me while crying. But then the next day I found out after a couple hours she had sent him nudes and sexted with him. My heart was shattered cause it was 3 days away from our 2-year anniversary. I had already started buying her gifts and almost bought her VIP meet and greet tickets to Taylor Swift that would have cost me $500-ish each basically. Then I told her, if you want me back you need to stop talking to him and block him, and she said she wouldn't do that. So she broke up with me and cold-heartedly posted in her spam saying she is glad she didn't feel anything leaving me. I gave her all my love and I bought her everything she wanted and took her to work every day and to school, and we did everything together. I did everything and anything for her that even my parents thought we technically were a married couple lol, and now it's been a year since. Here is the third story. My girlfriend and I have been dating for 4 months. It started off, her cheating with her boyfriend with me. According to her, he was a piece of SHT, and didn't treat her well. Yes, I feel like SHT about it, despite how he treated her. And in a way, this is where all the SHT started. So soon after that, she breaks up with him to be with me. Only they live together, and he isn't moving out because he doesn't have his SHT together and they are stuck in a lease. She also lives there with her sister, and can't leave her sister there with him. So some nights when we first started dating she would stay with me but then go back there to not make it seem like she's immediately seeing someone else. And part of me wondered if she was still seeing him too. I'd cry sometimes when she wasn't sleeping with me. But soon after that she spent every night with me, and every moment with me. I knew she really cared about me, but I also know she hated being home where her ex still was. But as much as I loved it, I felt everything else in my life slip away. In some ways I started to resent her, and felt crowded. I tried to break it off with her, wanting to wait until her ex was out of the picture completely. Only to find I didn't like the idea of not being with her at all. And another time I tried to break it off because our conflicting schedules were stressful. I thought I couldn't make her happy, only to find that I once again didn't want to live life without her. Well, while she's been sleeping with me every night, my roommate is getting upset. He feels like now there's a third roommate that isn't helping out with rent, that is living there all the time. This roommate has been one of my best friends for over a decade. It always seemed like she kind of liked him. She would deny it, but I couldn't help but feel like she did. She used to talk to him any chance she could get. But she's also flirtatious with other guys, and I've felt my friends' girlfriends flirt with me. It's not a big deal, right? But things felt weird, like the pit of my stomach was terrible. Like this fear I've had since the beginning of us being together. That she wasn't faithful to me. For a window of time our sex felt distant. I wondered if I'd leave for work in the morning and she would come back and sleep with my roommate. One night after a real ugly fight the two of us had, we have them a lot, I went to move the car, took all of 2 minutes, came back to find her leaving my roommate's room with a band-aid. I went into his room and I'll never forget the way he looked at me. This fear in his face, this guilt it seemed like. But then maybe he was completely innocent and felt like, hey, this girl is in my room, this looks bad but I'm not doing anything wrong. The three of us had breakfast together, and I'd occasionally look back at him in the backseat and it was like that same look staring off into space. During breakfast my girl seemed so distant with me, and I wondered if she was playing footsie with him. I looked under the table abruptly pretending to look for something, but didn't see that they were. But caused a knee-jerk reaction in her. 2 days later my roommate has decided he wants to move out, and is looking for places on Craigslist. That's weird? First mentioned to me that he's doing that. The day after that he goes out of town for a few days. I spent those days with my girlfriend. He moved out but instead of having her move in, because things are so rocky, I had another friend move in. I know I have fed up in my own ways, and my own fears, and maybe that's why what might have happened. I guess what really irks me is not knowing. It doesn't feel right, but maybe I'm just paranoid. I tried to indirectly ask my friend if it happened. Like, hey man, I just want to know if she seems like someone I can trust. Did she ever come on to you? He denies anything. I'm one of the few friends he has. I'd really like to hope it didn't happen. I feel like I'm losing my mind over it. I know I've fed up in this relationship, and if there's anything at all someone might get from this is don't mess with anyone who is with someone. Just wait. You're building something new on a crumbling ground. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for any future cheating stories.